Hey friends, welcome to One Flight Down Basement Beer Tastings and part 2 of the non-alcoholic beer showdown. The non-alcoholic beer showdown! It's hard to get that excited, really, about non-alcoholic beer, but I'm trying. And I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for the people. Look, this is a time of year when people often are looking for non-alcoholic options. Cutting calories, cutting back on alcohol, that kind of thing. So, yeah, it seems like a fitting time to explore this idea. So we're going to try out 2 today, pit them head to head. It's going to be really, really exciting. And then we'll be having a finals coming up in a couple of weeks. But right now, we got 2 beers today. They're both from pretty big international players in the beer scene. This is like the non-alcoholic equivalents to other beers of theirs you can find. And we're going to start off with the one that the regular version of it, the with alcohol version of it, I really like. It's the Kronenbourg 1664 Blanc. The regular Blanc, I'm a big fan. The 1664 lager is what it's a decent lager. It is what it is. The Blanc, I've always really enjoyed this beer. It's always had like a very fruity quality to it. I don't know what the non-alcoholic version is going to be like, but let's give it a try. No can, so I can't look it. All right, let's pour this out and see. Not much coming out of the bottle on the nose to begin with, so. All right, this is 0.5% alcohol. I'm getting a fruity note on the nose. It's very fizzy. I find these non-alcoholic beers got a lot of fizz to them when you pour them out. Yeah, not a ton on the nose, but a little bit of a fruitiness. And yeah, this is, I think one of the first beers I ever had that had a bit of a grapefruit taste to it. And I really liked that. Again, not the non-alcoholic version, but I'm hoping the non-alcoholic version will be at least comparable. Let's give it a try. Okay, the taste's there, like that fruity taste up front that I would normally get with a Kronenbourg Blanc. That is there. It's got a strange, very thin finish to it. And that's something else I'm finding with all these non-alcoholic beers. They're all a little on the thin side of their, like, the body. Yeah, and they generally tend to have a weird finish to them. But I mean, on the initial sip, I do get, I do get the taste of the original there. So that's pretty good. It's just, yeah, it just doesn't follow through. What else can I tell you about this beer? It's 116 calories. Yeah, it doesn't really tell me a whole lot more than that. Yeah, it's okay. I'm liking it more than I thought I would, mostly because I am a fan of the full strength version, and I just kind of thought this would not be pleasant to have a weaker version of it, but it's okay. It's all right. Yeah, that's fairly decent. It's got, yeah, it's just something weird on the finish, right? It doesn't quench my thirst the way a regular full strength Kronenbourg Blanc would. All right, so next up, I tried to pit these ones up against each other because of the fruity qualities of them. I'm very curious about this. is a Grolsch Radler 0.0%. I mean, Grolsch, you can see it on the can art. Like it's that bottle, right? It's the famous bottle design. And yeah, I think everyone's probably tried Grolsch at some point. It's it's a fine beer, nothing super special. I didn't know they did a Radler. I don't know if they do a full strength Radler as well as the non-alcoholic one. I really don't know. But yeah, 150 calories, real non-alcoholic beer with real fruit juice, light, sweet, and very refreshing. All right, so let's crack this open and see what we get. Wow, that's pale, eh? That'd be the lightest thing I've ever poured into this glass. Yeah, I wasn't getting a lot of head activity, but then, there's a little bit of head there, actually. Didn't look like there'd be any. And there's some nice bubble activity going on there on the nose. Oh, wow, the lemon is really strong in this. Yeah, I mean, it's... maybe even stronger lemon on the nose than even a regular Radler. Maybe it's just all lemon juice. I don't know. Yeah, that is it's a very strong lemon scent. Going in for a sip. Okay, that's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. Maybe that's the key. Maybe that's the key to a non-alcoholic beer is when you get to a style like a Radler that is just getting further away from beer to begin with. Yeah, I mean, it's... I mean, a lemon Radler on its own would normally only be probably around 3% alcohol because you're mixing actual juice with the beer. And this just does it, I guess, with a non-alcoholic version of the beer. But it's still got a bit of a beer-like quality to the body of it. Yeah, I would drink this again. Be a decent summer day kind of a drink. Great for the summer barbecues where you're visiting someone and you're the one stuck having to drive home. I would do this. This isn't bad at all. This is pretty decent. So if I'm picking a winner this round, it clearly, hands down winner is the Grolsch Lemon Radler. So this will be advancing to the finals. Because I think what I'm doing will be similar to what I did with the Pumpkin Beer Showdown back in October. I'm going to do 3 rounds, and then those 3 winners will go off in a head-to-head battle. And we'll see... who is crowned the winner. So far, this I think this will be hard to beat. This is actually, I think this is the first time I've had something labeled a non-alcoholic beer and haven't kind of graded it on a curve. It's fairly decent. I'm sure if I put it right up against a full strength Radler, I'd have a different opinion. But on its own, it's decent, and I would have this again. Anyways, thank you for dropping by the Terry Isle Basement Pub. It is always a pleasure to have you here. And yeah, next week we will be doing round 3 of the non-alcoholic beer showdown. It's just not the. We'll see y'all then. Cheers, friends.